Hi everyone, welcome to my videos about programming with Go. I am Dr. Hang Ding from the Department of Computer and Information Sciences at Indiana University South Bend. This is the very first lecture that will help you get started with Go. If you enroll in my online course about programming with Go at IU South Bend, please make sure to read the course syllabus before watching this lecture. And I'm looking forward to working with you in this course.
Let's start with why we should learn Go. Go is an open source programming language that makes it easy to build simple, reliable, and efficient software at scale. Because Go is open source, the source code for its compiler, libraries, and tools is freely available to anyone. Go bears a surface similarity to C, and like C, it is a tool for professional programmers, achieving maximum effect with minimum means. But it's more than an updated version of C. It borrows and adapts good ideas from many other languages while avoiding features that have led to complexity and unreliable code. So that's why it is simple and reliable. It has become as a popular replacement for untyped scripting languages because it balances expressive with safety. In particular, Go programs typically run faster program than programs written in dynamic languages and suffer far fewer crashes due to unexpected type errors. So that's why it's efficient. Its facility for concurrency is new and efficient. It has automatic memory management or garbage collection. It also has robust standard library to help build software at scale. Go is especially well suited for building infrastructure like networked servers and tools and systems for programmers, but it finds use in various domains including graphics, mobile applications, and machine learning. As such, it has a growing ecosystem of portals, communities, and tools. Many major tech companies are using Go, including Google, PayPal, Dropbox, Meta, Microsoft, Twitter, Uber, etc. You can view the full list of companies that are using Go and see how they use Go at go.dev website. The history of Go can date back to September 2007 when it was conceived by three Google engineers. It was publicly announced more than 2 years later in November 2009. The Go project was born out of frustration with a several systems at Google that were suffering from an explosion of complexity, like having millions of lines of code written in other languages such as C++. The designers of Go were primarily motivated by their shared dislike of C++. For example, one of the Go designers wanted to implement concurrency with C++ code but found it too cumbersome. The design of Go was influenced by several lines of languages. Most of them were developed in the 1960s and 1970s and are no longer popular. The first line was from Algol 60 to C, and that's why Go has many syntax rules similar to those of C. The second line, which is from Argos 60 on the way to Oberon 2 influenced many features of Go that make it simple. The third line was from CSP to Squid to NuSquid to Aleph. The concurrency features of Go is influenced by this line of languages.
Besides our adopted textbook, there are many free online resources to learn Go. The official website of Go, which is at golang.org, is the first stop. It includes documents that show you tips for learning Go. The Go programming language specification webpage is the official Go language specification and serves as references for the language. The Tour of Go is a sequence of short interactive lessons on the basic ideas and constructions of Go, an orderly walk through the language. Most of the lecture materials of this course are taken from the Tour of Go. It's built on top of the Go Playground.
The Go Playground is another useful resource for learning Go. It is a web-based compiler for Go. It allows anyone with a web browser to write Go code that will be immediately compiled, linked, and ran on Go.dev servers. The primary shortcoming of the playground is that it only allows standard libraries to be imported, and many library features such as networking are restricted for practical and security reasons. There are also limits on execution time and on CPU and memory uses if you run your program on the playground. So we could use the playground just for short programs to check syntax and semantics. For more elaborated programs, we should have to run on our computers. Also note that when you run a program on the Go Playground, it would not allow users to enter data from the standard input. For example, this program is supposed to wait for the user to enter a single byte after showing the prompt, but it won't work that way if you run it on the Go Playground. So let's try to run this program on the Go Playground. So let me add one more line of code after the line that asks the user to enter a. So here I will just print out done. This is to make sure that it's only print out done after the user has entered a single byte or after this line of code has been executed. Okay, so right now it has not done anything, and now we click run, and so here's the result. You see that it is print out hello world, press enter, but it didn't wait for the user to enter a single byte and just move on to the next line of code. To get started with programming with Go, you first need to download and install Go. You can download Go from the official website of Go and follow instructions from this link to install Go. You should get a text editor to edit Go code conveniently. There are two free options that I have been using. One is VS Code and one is Light IDE. After you install Visual Studio Code or VS Code, So after you install Visual Studio Code, you may need to install Go extension to VS Code in order to use Go within the VS Code. But if you choose Light IDE, you need to install Go before installing Light IDE. Also note that Light IDE may not work on Mac OS because when you try to open it, you may encounter a message that Light IDE cannot be opened because the developer cannot be verified. Alright, so now we can start with writing a Hello World program in Go. This is the Hello World program. You can type it in any text editor and save it as hello.go in directory on your computer. For example, you can save it to the subdirectory hello in the directory Go examples in the C drive of a Windows computer. Now let's examine the code of the Hello World program line by line. So the first line or line 1, which is package main. So this line declares a main package. A package is a way to group functions. It's made up of all of the files in the same directory. The line 3 is to import the FMT standard package. The FMT standard package contains functions for formatting text, including printing to the console. The remaining lines, which is from number 5 to number 7, implement a main function to print a message to the console. A main function executes by default when you run the main package. So here we are using function println in the FMT package. This function takes one argument, which is just a string that we want to print out. And here we want to print out hello world, so we put the string hello world as an argument to this function. To run the hello.go program on your computer, you just need to open a command terminal and then run 2 commands. The first command is to move to the directory of the hello.go program. The second command is go run hello.go. For example, if you are using a Windows computer and assume that the hello.go file has been saved to the directory c/go example/hello. Then you can open command prompt or PowerShell to type these commands. So in Windows, you use the cd command to change to the directory of the hello.go file. And once we are in that directory, we can type the go run hello.go command. So after you type this command, so it will compile and run the hello.go program, and as a result, it just display the hello world string. You can use the same method to run any Go program on your computer. Here is an example of running the hello.go program on a Mac OS computer. We also assume that the hello.go program is stored in the hello subfolder, which is inside the Go examples folder. And the Go example folder is inside the current user folder, which is htding. And so to run this hello.go program, so you open the terminal on Mac, and once you open the terminal on Mac, it will start with the current user folder. So you have to use the cd, which is short for change directory command, to move to the folder of the hello.go program. So on Linux or Mac, you have to use the forward slash instead of backward slash, and because the Go examples is in the current directory, so you have to put the dot before the first slash. Okay, so this will move to the current folder, which is the folder hello in here. And so now we can type the go run hello.go command, and then press enter. So once you press enter, it compiles and execute the program, printing out the hello world string.
This is the end of part 1 about getting started with Go. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to watch my video for part 2.